What's up, guys? It's Nightwing 5210 here today. I'm back with another part, whatever part it is. I'll say in the title of the update of this just happened video, but this time it's supposed to be a little bit different. We didn't do the Bloody Mary challenge because like the Charlie challenge was too scary and all that. And since the people decided, we're not going to do the Bloody Mary challenge, we decided, let's just do old survival. So, this happened today. By the way, happy St. Patty's Day to all my subscribers out there and viewers. Today, the last video of the day is going to be this 37 special, which I know what I'm going to do now. I'm not going to tell you, it's going to be a surprise. So, yeah. So, basically what happened was we were on the server and all that. Since my base got griefed, I thought we handled that already about the griefing with the griefer wars. Sorry about with the griefers, but apparently they still wanted to grief. So I just built a new base in this area, which I'm proud that I did. The base was amazing. It is amazing. And yeah, so I was, okay, let me describe the base. The base was a mountain base. However, it was almost like the base was in the mountain, but like the door, there was a massive door. You could see it. I'll describe it later. Well, actually no. Okay, so there's a mountain, and like you walk, like you can see the door in the mountain. Like it's a big door. Like there's two doors, but then you can clearly see. Okay, you can see the door, but yeah. And inside the base was there was few rooms. It wasn't a big base, but it was really cool. So what happened was, since this mountain, it was surrounded by woods and forests and all that, like oak trees and all that. So basically I was working on the base and all. My friend was the host of the server, was there. He was giving me some stuff and all, and apparently some weird stuff has started going on at somebody else's base, and they told us, like, we asked them, can we TP? And my friend, the admin of the server, TP'd to there first, and then I TP'd to him, which was at the base, and he claimed like something was in the base, like a ghost or something, or invisible player, which like was creepy. And and like we looked around the base, there was really nothing. This guy had a room full of like redstone torches and all that. I don't know why he did. I asked him, why do you have a room full of redstone torches? He said he doesn't. And I showed him where the room was, and he was freaking out, saying he didn't put that there. Now, at first, I didn't believe him and all that. This guy knew that Herobrine, ND03 Licks, and Null, and apparently now Charlie is on the server. So he thought like it was one of them, which I'm like, it's probably not. It's probably just like a guy, invisible person. You're probably getting trolled or something. Until like, yeah, everyone on the server TP to his base, and like they were building stuff and all that. They were building some stuff. They were placing out signs asking who is there and all that. And then a sign was placed just saying Licks. Now, this is the cool stuff. Like, Licks, I think this is not my first encounter with Licks. I don't know if I have the story time on YouTube, but if I do, that's good. If I don't, then I'll just make it. But yeah, it said Licks. So, what the frick is in here? Hold on, really quick, hold on. So yeah, so said, oh my gosh, hold on. Alright, continuing. So yeah. So basically there was a sign that just said Licks on it. I'm like, what? Alright, he's like, what? He knew what Licks was, and he was like, oh my god, Licks is here. Oh my gosh. And like, someone said, if Licks is here, then we have to build the portal. And like, where's this portal? And he's like, yeah, it's like another portal, except for you have to make it into a cross. And then you'll enter the Licks dimension. Now, for all you who don't know who Licks is and what the Licks dimension is, Licks is a character who's stronger than Entity 303, Null, and Herobrine combined. That's what the theory is. I don't really know if that's true or not. I don't know much about Licks, but yeah. So he was asking, like, also the Licks dimension is supposed to be, it's the Nether, except for it's a lot more, like, you will find a Nether fortress, and in the Nether fortress, weird stuff will happen. It's basically like a haunted version of the Nether, and, like, apparently you will be attacked by every single mob in the Nether. So since it's a new update, there's new mobs in the Nether and all that. Sorry. So basically, they were saying, okay, we're gonna build the Licks portal that leads you to the Licks dimension. People were getting like kit starters, making swords, and all. Kit starters is red leather armor, but it's dyed red with iron stuff, including a sword. So people are getting ready and all that, like, to go in to fight Licks, to find him. Now, I had a full diamond armor enchanted with my lightning sword, which can never be broken. So yeah. Or no, it can be broken. I just repair it. I can repair it, I think. I don't know. But my friend gives me more lightning swords anyway, so I had my lightning sword with my fire sword. They were going into the dimension because, like, they did make it. It did work. The guy was like, OMG, what? It works? So they went in. I went in after. And he's like, dude, this is just the Nether. I don't know why people are saying this is the Licks dimension. Until the blocks under us starts breaking and all that, and we're like freaking out, like, OMG, the blocks have started breaking. And we realized we were on a floating island. So there was a massive hole, like we were in the air, but it was a big island and all. And there was blocks breaking under us. Actually, people repaired it and put like cobblestone there. So we had to build a bridge to the land where it was. And we found a dungeon and all that. And we went into the dungeon and weird stuff started happening. People reported seeing some sort of figure, like, running, like, when they turned the corner, the other side of the corner, they would see a figure running away. And all that. And someone claimed they actually saw Licks there looking at them, but then they disappeared. You know? So, yeah. And then we started seeing lightning in the Nether, like, in a certain spot, which was really weird. And, like, the lightning would not stop. Someone thought it was me hitting the, killing a pigman, which I was with the group. So, people got their swords out and creeped up. Now, the guy with a kit starter said, you know what, I'm gonna go find Licks. I will go find Licks myself if I have to. He broke away from the group. I told him, don't do that, that's a dumb idea. So, he apparently broke away from the group. And yeah, I don't know why he did that. It's a dumb idea. So, he claims he saw Licks and Licks was attacking him. We ran to him. Licks wasn't there, but there was something attacking him. We couldn't see it. So we started hitting the air and all that, and then the stuff stopped happening. He said, I'm sorry for leaving the group and all and stuff. So yeah. And I forgot to mention the White House was fully destroyed now. Like, people took every single block, and there was no leader anymore. So yeah. So, like, since that happened, now people were like thinking about going back, which I was starting to think about that too. Let's just go back because this is scary. Now we all went to the spot where we saw lightning hit, and there was fire everywhere. It was like a platform made out of a netherrack, but there was fire everywhere. And then we saw spawners like floating in the air with like tons of nether mobs and the new mobs. We were fighting them. I finally destroyed all the spawners after like 20 minutes fighting every single mob. And then after that, we left the Licks dimension. We kept the portal, and he said his base is haunted now, so what we're gonna do is like block off this area and all. So he got all of his stuff. We moved him. He moved to, well, some other base. He moved to this abandoned base that he found in the mountain that he was actually going to use for some stuff. So yeah, he moved there. It was nice. He said he was happy and all, but still scared. So that place is still there today because it happened today. But never again people say we'll go in that area or in that dimension because it was too scary. I wish my friend would let me record, but I can't. He said no, he doesn't like this stuff being on YouTube, so he likes watching YouTube, but not on YouTube. So hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, subscribe, and bye.